Hello everyone, this is me, Dre. And I just enjoyed a wonderful Father's Day with my wife and 3 kids. And while we were out for Father's Day brunch, my cell phone's going off and I'm getting notifications that I have YouTube comments. Now, for everything that's been going on recently with Sebastian de la Cruz and some of the videos that I've put up in support of this young man, I get this one person who decides that they want to express their views in a negative manner. And like I said, I'm not going to delete comments. I do believe that you should be able to express yourself, whether it's positive or negative. But let's go ahead and read some of these comments, and then I'll respond in kind. Now, on my video, my reaction to the racist comments against Sebastian de la Cruz, this person, the name is Chastity4500, they write, "What's funny is that this dude is supporting people that talk about blacks like dogs and don't like blacks. That's just a fact." You're absolutely right, Chastity4500. There are some Hispanics that do not like black people. But there are Asians that don't like black people. There are Middle Easterns that don't like black people. And there are black people that don't like black people. That's a fact. Now, there are some Hispanics that totally love me. My wife, Mexican, is the main one. My in-laws. I have a brother-in-law from Argentina. So there are some Hispanics that don't like us, and there are some Hispanics that like us. And if you saw my one video with me singing with Vicente Fernandez, one of Mexico's biggest mariachi performers, there were about 9,600 Mexicans in attendance. And that wasn't boos you were hearing. They were cheering because I got the opportunity to step on stage with the legendary performer, a Mexican. And they loved me as though they were in attendance to see me perform. Let me go on to the next video. My reaction to the Cheerios commercial in which there was an interracial couple with a biracial child, Chastity4500 decides to write, "Bro, you're as dumb as they come. The fact that most Americans believe Hispanics are not the sharpest knives in the bunch, well, your video statements just prove their point. You have no idea just how stupid you sound, and your ignorance can't even begin to address it. Read your Bible. Read Black history books, bro. You speak from ignorance and a limited worldly view. You just don't get what all the people were hyped up about. We can't even begin to explain. It would take too long. Read, bro. Knowledge is power." Too bad you don't have any knowledge, Chastity4500. And as I stated, people are going to have negative comments and negative views about Hispanics, but you know what? That's just their opinion. They're entitled to it. But there are a lot of intelligent Hispanics. Just because you may not know any doesn't mean there aren't any. But then again, they probably don't give two shits about you. Now, in terms of your comment, read your Bible. When it comes to the Bible, Christianity was forced upon by black people because we believed in Allah, the Africans. And as slaves, we were forced to take on a religion. It was taken from us, just as our lineage was, just as our name was. That is black history. Too bad you don't know that. And the fact that you would say, read your black history, you just put a big ass crosshair on yourself, making yourself the biggest fucking idiot. I was born and raised Methodist. I don't really prescribe to religion. When shit hits the fan, I don't go praying to God. I solve this shit for myself. That's a personal decision that I've made. As a black man, for all those that marched before me for my civil rights, I can make that decision. At 42 years old, you fucking believe I can do that. I don't need your permission. So you need to read up on your religion and also understand that the Bible doesn't preach hate. There's not a page of my Bible, your Bible, anyone's Bible speaking negatively about any ethnicity. God created man in his own image. That's what it said in the Bible. Unfortunately, it didn't say anything about God creating ignorance. That's something that people like you took upon yourself. You need to learn. It's just unfortunate you don't have the knowledge. Therefore, you don't have the power. And then my last video, I'm congratulating Sebastian De La Cruz because he got the opportunity to sing at Game 4 of the NBA Finals, and the mayor of San Antonio announced him. It was a great accomplishment for this young man. Despite the adversity, he's rising up. He's getting past all the bullshit for people like Chastity4500. And Chastity4500 puts, most Americans don't like Hispanics. That's just a fact. They want you out of this country. Sorry, just stating facts. You're rehashing over the same bullshit. Now, I've gone to your page, and you're sitting there spamming the same fucking message on all these videos about how Americans don't want Mexicans here, or Hispanics. What you need to understand is Mexicans were here first. Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California. That shit all belonged to Mexico. When the settlers decided to travel west for land, opportunity, a better life, and gold, they happened upon the indigenous people, the Mexicans, and they ran them out of their own land. That is a fact. It's a fact that you're not aware of because you're too fucking stupid. You can't read. I'm guessing that. But in terms of us not wanting Mexicans here, there's some Americans that don't want us here. But we are. That is also a fact. When some white people tell blacks to go back to Africa, first and foremost, I'm from Maryland. I don't know anything about Africa. And if you speak to an African, and I'll just suggest this to you, go to Washington, D.C. Jump in a fucking cab that's driven by an African and watch how his black ass is going to talk bad about how unblack you are. Because your nose may not be too big, maybe your skin isn't too dark, maybe you lack enough melanin like an African does to be considered black. And then you'll understand. Maybe you're not as black as some people would say. So don't judge my blackness with yours. I'm not saying that I'm better than you, but from the comments that you're making, I'm certainly smarter than you. I have a special needs son. And he's smarter than you too, you dumb fuck. So the next time you decide to comment on my video, you better come with the intelligence. I don't mind having an intelligent conversation as long as you can stick with me. So why don't you go back to the trailer park and gain some knowledge. Thank you for commenting. If you want to talk again, I'm here.